Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to post a video, and the majority of the non-cover videos I do, if not all of them, they're geared towards young folks to try to help them as far as passing on things that you know, because I was quite fortunate when I was growing up. I had a bunch of older guys around me, and it's like, little dude, don't do that because we tried that, it didn't work. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for heading me off from making a mistake that you've made. You forewarned me, and I greatly appreciate it. You know, so sometimes I post videos to kind of help young folks in that sense, because basically the video is about, don't get caught up in that marketing thing that you got to go out and spend your hard-earned money and overpay for a guitar, $2,000-$3,000 for a guitar. The guitar don't make the player makes the guitar. And, you know, I just can't see myself spending an additional money that I don't need to spend because it has a certain name and it came from a certain location. If it plays well, I don't care where it came from, you know. But you got people that still caught up in that marketing thing, you know. And in one of my videos recently, where I posted a video where I'm selling one of my Just Dave telecopies, I showed in that video some of the guitars that I have and why. And this one particular guitar set, I basically have it because I just like the way it looks, the design. And it is a Randy Rhoads copy. And I mentioned that in the video. And here it is. I mean, this thing is beautiful, but it's not practical. And I mentioned why it's not practical to me in the other video, which I won't go into. But, you know, it's a Randy Rhoads copy. So then I get a comment from one of my viewers, or a viewer. And it says, in case you're not aware, your Flying V is basically a copy of a Randy Rhoads. I've been playing guitar for over 30 years. I've had hundreds of guitars. I've played thousands. Trust me, I know this. So it's like, it's interesting when people want to send you comments like that, because my take on that comment is, well, since you ain't got the original, your copy is inferior. You know, and it's like, okay, the Randy Rhoads guitar costs about maybe $2,300, if not more. I think it's more. I paid $500 for this, you know, so I'm like, hey. And why I don't like the Randy Rhoads, because I've actually played it. I've played it many times before. First of all, I don't like the design of the dots. They're smaller, and there are many of them, and they're going in different directions. It's kind of taxing on the eyes. I like this one because, and this is a personal preference, because the circles are spaced. There's space in between these versus the Randy Rhoads. Just the circles are running real close to each other. And actually, I think they run in a different direction than this one. So, you know, I wasn't impressed. And I definitely wasn't going to spend $2,000-$3,000 on it. You know, I'm like I told you before in the other video, and I mentioned this for the sake of mentioning it, these are designed to play standing up. You know, when you're in the studio and you're a studio musician, it's kind of hard to play this thing. It's sliding up and down your leg, even if you put the belt on, because it's not designed for you to sit down. And I mentioned in the other video how the toggle switches up here. So when you're playing it, your arm is hitting this and changing the switch, as opposed to it being down here where it normally is with other guitars close to the knobs, you know. So I bought this basically because it looked good. You know, it just looks good, and every blue moon I play it. And if I have a special gig where we're kind of doing a headbangers type of thing, I'll play it. I'll bring it. You know, it's appropriate for that particular gig. You know, but again, I just thought I would post this video because, you know, that marketing thing. And then I just want to mention this too. I have on my, a lot of times, I have the sheet music to these songs, especially Earth, Wind & Fire songs. I have every piece of sheet music they've ever released, every single sheet, every songbook they've released. I have every Earth, Wind & Fire song, with the exception of one. I play it from the sheet music, from the letter, because they got a lot of stuff going on that you might miss by ear. So I'm like, I better pull it out and play it. And the only one that I didn't do, I didn't have the sheet music at that time, but I came pretty close, because I eventually got the sheet music. I'm like, okay, you know, this works. You know what I did? You know, I see a few extra things, but I could get away with what I did. And even when I show people the songbook in the video before I start playing, to let you know I'm playing from the sheet music to the letter. Sheet music is rarely ever have errors in it. I got over 350 songbooks. I've only found one error out of that 350 songbook list. So I still get this from time to time, even after I showed the songbook in the video, in the beginning of the video. Some of those chords ain't right. Here's how it should go. And I'm like, Come on now, you know. So the songbook is wrong, and they have proofreaders that read it before they print it. All of those guys are wrong, and you're right. Okay, if that's what you believe and that's what you want, you know, because I'm not here to be right or wrong, but I just find it interesting when people want to send me these chords. I'm like, think about this. I've already done the video. I'm never probably going to ever play that song again because I basically do what I do to help you guys, to give you the chords. That's it. I learn it. I post it. You learn it. We move on. You know, I don't go back 4 years later. I'm going to redo this and repost it. You know, so I find it interesting when people want to send me this because I'm like, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with the chords that you send me? Am I going to repost this song and play it the way you play it? Or from now on, play it the way you played it, even though I'm never going to play this song probably again? So I find it quite interesting and mind-boggling that people want to spend 10 or 15 minutes of their day and waste it by sending me this. When you can take this, send it to some dude that's on YouTube that's struggling trying to learn this song. Now, I'm a professional musician, but that don't mean I know everything, but I'm like, I don't need any help, you know. You know, every day is still a learning experience, but I think I'm good. So, again, I find it quite mind-boggling when people want to send me this. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? What do you think I'm going to do with this? You know? Why are you sending me this? This is how you play it. Totally respect that. This is how I play it. It's not going to change, you know? I've only did one video, and then I'm going to sign off. Many, many, many years ago, I had the songbook, George Clinton's songbook. He had One Nation Under Groove. He had the right chords, and I played the chords, but I didn't play the right voicing as they did on the record. So this guy singing, he said, not bad, but you're still not there. And I took a step back and said, you know what? You're right. I went back and redid it because he was right. You know, back then I was sometimes just playing the chords and not focusing in on the voicings. But the intro to One Nation Under Groove is kind of the song. You know, it's like everybody knows that intro. So I did go back and redo it because, you know, technically I didn't play it like the guitar players did. And I wasn't kind of thinking about that back then. But as I play more, I'm like, okay, let me be a little more attention to detail as far as the voicing and the tone and things of that nature. You know, so, but I found that interesting. But again, I just thought I'd post this video to kind of help you young guys. Don't get caught up in that nonsense where, you know, you're going to spend all this money on the guitar because I'm going to say this and then I promise I'm going to sign off. Your Guitar Hero, and that's the reason why I'm going to go out, buy a guitar just like my Guitar Hero. Your Guitar Hero, guess what? He's a millionaire and he gets his guitar for free because companies will give these guys guitars to promote their product. You are working class, average stiff. You got to save up your money to go buy that same guitar. Think about that, you know? Think about it. Till next time, take care, because they don't get rich off the rich dudes. They get rich off the poor dudes, you know, because we out there anteing up our money. I'm almost got $3,000, so I'm going to buy that guitar. You know, it's, what can I say? Till next time, thanks for watching. Take care.